run. Boom, son. There comes the Balrog. Welcome to the quarterfinals of the World Championship 2022 for BFME 1 on the patch 2.22 on a beautiful map, Firindir. We will have a 1v1 matchup between the green Mordor player Dunedain and his opponent, the red Gondor player Shanks.
He's back.
Yes, it's me, but unfortunately I was not able to record this video while playing it because I was super sick. I'm still sick, but I guess you guys already waited for a long time for a new video and I just didn't want you guys to wait any longer. Good against evil, El Clasico, Mordor starting to creep this goblin lair in the middle of the map, orc pit opening into the golem, and also slaughterhouse in front, which is smart because slaughterhouse is tankier compared to a lumber mill. It's harder to be destroyed, but it will go down anyway because he has zero protection. The good thing is it would be tough to protect the settlement in either way because the distance from this settlement to this beast is quite short. So this map should be favoring the good faction player, more Gondor, in this case me. But Dunedain is a very good player, smart player, expert player, so he knows what's up. And I think opening with a creep is going to be quite nice and rewarding because his orcs are going to hit level 2. That unlocks the black orcs for more DPS. And of course also extra resources gonna be quite helpful for the Mordor faction. Remember, Mordor faction is a faction that needs time to develop. Early game quite weak, mid game strong, late game unstoppable. You know, it's very strong faction. And he has a good looking base too. I mean, look what Gollum is doing. He's dancing around Rosie to deny me to, you know, capture the settlement. Very smart move. It's all about time management. It's about keeping your opponent units busy. Every second matters in this, you know, high skill level gameplay from Dunedain. So I was able to kill the workers with my Hobbit Peregrine Took, but you can see the orcs level 2, they are able to slaughter the farms. The 25% damage boost they get is kinda crazy. It will be also tuned down a bit in the following patches because this one is just too strong at this point. You know, the orcs level 2 can even 1v1 against the Uruk, which is a little bit too much. Stable after the blacksmith and 2 farms. And you can see he was also able to stop me from capturing this for a really long time, but soldiers are still way stronger compared to orcs. And I'm all about hit level 2. One more hit. Yeah, let's go. And also the Hobbit coming to this spot just to cloak, so Mordor can't recapture this anytime soon. This farm has been destroyed. Mordor is trying to creep this, but he was trying to creep this, but Gondor Knights were just in time. It's important for the Gondor faction to creep as much as you can because you need power points, either for the Gandalf the White power point or for the Ranger special summon. Mordor Beast is not looking too bad. He needs one more slaughterhouse and then he will be eventually saving up for the Troll Cage. And also he's trying to creep with the Eye of Sauron. I see you. Okay, so as expected, in every single situation, Gondor is going to take over the game. After the first Gondor Night, it's going to be hard for Mordor to contest this. That's why I personally like to play with Haradrim Palace, which gives a bit more early presence to the Mordor faction. But Dunedain, he doesn't like to do that. You want to go for the Trolls, which are stronger, but it will be costing you a bit more time, which means you need to sacrifice a lot of map control until you reach this power spike point. And look at this level 2 orc damage, dude. 25% from this. Holy guacamole. So strong. Very strong. Okay, but look at the minimap, boys. Gondor has, of course, map control. He's creeping also. Mordor has only one settlement outside, but Troll Cage is going to be, of course, very helpful because the Troll is going to hard counter the Gondor Knights. Good looking beast for Gondor too. Lots of money in the bank. And, you know, when you realize as Gondor player against Mordor, okay, he has Trolls on the field and I'm not close to Rangers, then you need to start changing your strategy. For that reason, I'm a big fan of getting to Gandalf the White power point and recruiting Gandalf, because Gandalf is a big counter to pretty much everything Mordor has to offer in the early mid game. Late game it's gonna be kinda rough, because Trolls, they become pretty much like little Balrogs. They will become immortals with the leadership they will get from the Witch King, Darkness, Eye, Drummer Troll, and not even Gandalf can hurt them anymore. But of course, what I'm talking about is an extreme late game potential of Mordor, which is not easy to get to this point. I mean, I was also able to protect the settlement, I'm assuming. We have Faramir on the field as a counter to Trolls. I'm gonna use Warning Arrow here. It's gonna chunk the troll big time, but again, the troll has the ability to eat orcs and say, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys, and get back to full HP. Oh, we hear Peregrine Took screaming. We have also Boromir on the field. It's a great counter to trolls as well. He is committing to my Faramir, but his brother is here to back him up. You better run, boy. Yeah, trolls are always perma-charging, which is a huge buff to the Mordor faction. Earlier, they were only charging if they would get the chance to target something, but they can also now charge when they are disengaging, which gives you much more room of gameplay with the Mordor trolls. But you can see Boromir is hard countering these trolls, and Faramir can finish him off. The Brotherhood, you know, the captains of Gondor shining bright like a diamond. Shields purchase for tankiness, very close to Ranger's power point. But I think Mordor is also very close to the Troll Cage level 2. Troll Cage level 2 means you will be able to recruit the Drummer Trolls, which are going to make your trolls like twice as strong. 50% armor, 50% damage increase. It's just too much. Even Rangers can't handle this. And there comes the Ranger summon from the Gondor player. But you can see Mordor is always demolishing everything just in the perfect time to deny Gondor experience and power points. This is extremely important because you know, I know, he knows, he, she, it knows how impactful the power points are in this game. It's a snowball effect. The power points, they will become very, very game deciding in the mid to late game. Especially power points like Eagles or AOD can be game winning, game changing. And for that reason, demolishing the buildings in time is the most important thing in this game. Slaughterhouse is not that important to be demolished, but sentry towers actually give a lot of power points, so you need to make sure to demolish certain buildings. In this case, we are talking about sentry towers. We are talking about, well, statues in Boromir. I don't know why I didn't heal him, but I want you guys to know that I was super sick when I was playing this game off stream. I made a lot of mistakes, but those mistakes actually made this game quite entertaining. I don't want to spoil too much because you will get the chance to see yourself. And also, quick question to you guys in the comment section down below. Do you guys enjoy this kind of videos more, in which I cast a replay? Or do you guys enjoy when it is from my own perspective, the POV perspective? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, so we have Peregrine Took back in the business, archer range coming up for Gondor, and also look at that. Would you look at this, boys? Gandalf the Grey is being recruited. Unfortunately, we have not the power points for Gandalf the White. It means Gandalf the Grey is not very strong. He will deal 50% less damage, or 100% less damage rather. But also, most importantly, he will not be able to use the Easterly Light, which is a big counter to trolls. So we can only blast them or lightning sword them. Blasting doesn't hurt that much, and lightning sword is hard to land. It's a skill shot that you can eventually miss. And I did miss it, indeed. Because trolls are so fast, it's hard to hit them. But, you know, Gondor has good map control. Hobbit will be able to capture this outpost too. And it's about, you know, it's about time to get Rangers. That's what you need. Also, Boromir level 4 is going to be very important. The damage leadership is the most important thing in this game. Yeah, you see the trolls they don't take too much damage from Gandalf. Wizard Blast deals 100% less damage when you have no Gandalf the White power point. And Mordor is preparing. You know, Mordor unleashed very, very soon. At this point, Mordor has over 1000 resources. He keeps recruiting more trolls and drummer trolls, but at some point of the game, he needs to save up for the Witch King of Angmar. Witch King will even make them stronger. They will deal even more damage. So basically, 50% from this dude, 50% from the Witch King means 100% more damage, 100% more armor for the trolls. And then Darkness, Eye of Sauron, pretty much you can reach insane numbers to make your trolls to better heroes. One single troll can 1v1 Aragorn. Can you guys imagine that with this leadership? I mean, Mordor is a leadership-based faction. Extremely late game heavy faction. Gondor has only one power point in the bank, so we need still a whole power point. You can see he's also using his orcs for scouting, workers to scout, to get, you know, our vision around my bees. And he will not let us deal much more damage. The trolls are always perma-chasing us, and he has even trolls with stones in their hands. Why are you asking? Glad you asking, because troll with stone is actually hard countering heroes. Remember, Gandalf has to stop and stand still for a few seconds to cast his spell. And he's holding these trolls to throw rocks at me whenever I want to stop and cast a spell. That can actually one-shot my Gandalf. With drama leadership, it's going to be quite insane. Boom. You can see, he one-shotted my Gondor Knights. That's how much damage it deals, even without the Witch King. Mordor is an outpost, plus 2 settlements. Oops, misclicked. It means he will get very soon to the Witch King powers by industry, quite helpful. Look how much money you will get from this slaughterhouse. You see 92, that's a lot of money. A marketplace here for the Gondor player. I was able to get Grand Harvest, Iron Ore, and also about to get siege materials. Remember the patch 2.2 you can demolish the building after purchasing all the stuff you need. And now we have Archer range level 2 for the Rangers. And I can tell you one thing. At this point of the game, Gondor needs Stormwalker. Because even if you have Rangers, Mordor has too many trolls, too much leadership, your Rangers will need ages to kill them, and trolls can close the gap and the distance between themselves and your Rangers in a few seconds. And once they get to your Rangers, you can't disengage, because trolls are faster. So you need some sort of defensive capabilities in the Gondor castle, but luckily and fortunately, we are playing Gondor, and Gondor is the best defensive faction in the game. With a super important building which you will be able to see shortly. Towering up, very important. I want to kill those units so Mordor has no vision control around my base. I don't want him to see my Stormwalker, which will eventually stop him from engaging to my base and kinda motivate him to recruit some catapults. Witch King is on his way. I'm still not white, by the way. I'm still on grey, but fortunately we can get at least mounted. In the patch 1.06, Gandalf couldn't even get mounted when he was grey, which was a huge handicap for the Gondor faction, because you invest 6,000 for a hero that can't be even mounted. That was a little bit too much. So now you can get mounted, but you can't use Easterly Light as a way of compensating this buff. Big fight. You see the trolls there, you have no chance, it's just too much. But Boromir luckily was getting level 4, and then shortly after he got insta-killed. The Witch King is quite tanky, the trolls are extremely tanky, and in addition to that they also hit like a truck. And now Mordor might get the chance to commit on me. He has almost the power points for darkness. Remember, you need 7 power points for that. Rangers are getting slaughtered, not even close. 2 drummer trolls, just in case one of them might die. They also give leadership to each other. So basically the one drummer troll makes the other drummer troll tankier, and the same other way around, which makes it hard for me to kill one of them. Oh boy. Stormwalker, Battle Tower, keep archers captured, Boromir being revived, and I want him now to commit to my base. I mean, at this point I'm kinda not very rich, even though I have Grand Harvest and multiple level 3 farms outside. But of course I have enough money to build some towers, and that's the only way I can survive the situation. And almost at power point for Gandalf the White. Very important. Look at these trolls, boys. Look at these big boys. I was able to catch a troll with lightning sword, and now I will have the power point for Gandalf the White. But you can see the trolls, they don't even care about my laser towers. They still one-shot this. Look at this. This is too much damage, boys. Holy guacamole. Darkness coming in clutch too. What is this? What is this, boys? Okay, we are now Gandalf the White. You can see Easterly Light. Look how much damage Easterly Light deals. And they didn't even have leadership from Drummer Troll or Witch King. Only from darkness. Only from darkness. But towers are dealing constant damage, of course. Shouldn't be ignored. But they can 3-shot my battle towers. But luckily I have the upgrade from the marketplace with the siege materials. That means I get 50% of the investment back. This upgrade from the marketplace is super underrated, because whenever your building gets destroyed, you get 50% of the initial investment back, and you can get this upgrade only for 500 from your siege wards, which is quite cost efficient too. It's very huge actually, because for example, if he destroys this building, I also get 50% of the money back. So it's committing now to my base. My Gandalf can't approach this. Gandalf is a spellcaster. It means when your spells are on cooldown, you are not very useful. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fight those trolls in a fist fight? Not recommended. But he's diving in too much, too deep. Boromir has leadership for 60% more damage. Rangers are countering the trolls. And for that reason, Mordor is forced to disengage. I mean, the good thing for the Gondor faction at this point is outpost control, good map control with multiple level 3 farms. So he's getting some money. Look, him, he was dancing around the rosy with the Witch King, so I can't study him. These trolls, if they get the chance to hit me twice, my Gandalf is gonna get insta-killed. 100 to 0 with like 2 swings of the 3 in their hands. Very, very powerful creatures. And what Gondor has to do at this point is try to stall the game out until you get to Eagles. Eagles can hard counter pretty much everything beside combos from Mordor. Mumma kills can be countered, Witch King can be countered, and most importantly, the strong force, the primary army from the Mordor faction, the Trolls, can be countered too. Mordor has 3 power points in the bank. I have also 3 power points in the bank after the Rangers. You don't want to go for Cloudbreak. You want to go for Eagles. That's very important. Eagles are the best summon in the game beside Balrog and AOT. Way better than Ents in most situations. But I have no defense around this area, so it's bad. But I have a Ranger army and a half, dude. I have like lots of Rangers on the field. Unfortunately, they are all level 2 only. And remember, the levels in this game, they actually matter a lot. A level means you basically deal like 20% more damage all of a sudden. Imagine a level 10 unit can 1v5 the level 2 units. That's how much more strong you will get. Beautiful looking map. I mean, the river is not looking, you know, very good, but this is the best you can get actually in BFME 1. It's also a unique map from the patch 2.22. The plan is to get a ranger inside the outpost. It's very important. So the outpost has some sort of self-defense. Statue behind is going to make the rangers inside also stronger. But look at the trolls, man. He has an army of trolls. One more kill plan coming up for Mordor next. 3 power points, 3 power points. So we need still 3 power points for the Eagles. 6 power points required in total. And even though it sounds lame, but I need to camp it out. There is no way I can fight this troll army in an open field. So what you need to do at this point is think smart and act, think good and act smart. It's very important. Because one single mistake can make you lose the game. Mordor is committing to this outpost now with 3 trolls, Witch King leadership. Rangers, they don't deal too much damage when they have no statue behind. And look at this, they don't even shoot. They're not shooting! Okay, the Nazgul, Witch King. I'm trying to destroy this outpost, but it's hard to do that with only Gondor Knights. And, you know, sending Gondor Knights solo out is going to do nothing but feeding power points. Remember, when we reach the point of Nazgûl and Witch King in a game against Mordor, it's hard to compete with the map control fights against Mordor. You can't be with Gandalf everywhere, and Mordor can have 2 Nazgûl and 1 Witch King, which are extremely mobile. They can always catch up to your Gondor Knights, and you can't play against that. So when you try to compete for the map control regardless, what will happen is you will feed lots of power points, and you will help Mordor to reach the Balrog's power spike way faster. And that's nothing we want, because Balrog has the potential to end this game, and we are trying to avoid this from happening. I mean, Rangers are such a cool unit, dude. It's unbelievable. They have also Boromir leadership, but look how many trolls. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Alright. So he has also Orc Archer Horde, of course. He's gonna make combos because, again, Donodan is expert player. He knows I might be close to Eagles, and that's... You need to counter the stuff from your opponent before it happens, you understand? You don't want to make combos after the Eagles got special summon. That's gonna be waste. You want to make it... When you play this game for a long time, then you have like a feeling about the power points your opponent might have. You want to play... You want to think like 2 steps ahead, you know? Uh-oh, like I do, for example. I make like an ambush here, Rangers here, you see? Trying to get them into an ambush situation. Because I can't sit and just fight, that's not possible. Boromir has to be careful. Lightning Sword from Gandalf from downtown. Even here, trolls are still smashing, but our towers, Rangers from behind and on top of the wall are dealing constant damage. It's a campy playstyle which is sadly required, because I just give Mordor too much time, and that's what happens if you give Mordor too much time. 7 power points after the darkness, and I got 5 power points after the Rangers in Gandalf the White. So I have 2 choices when you play Gondor. You can either go for the Cloudbreak for 7 power points, or you need to go for the Eagles with 6 power points. Cloudbreak is actually buffed in the patch 2.22. That can stun the enemy units. Even trolls get stunned when they have no fear resistance. With level 1 they will be stoned. They will not be able to move. But when you have not enough damage output to kill them while they are stunned, the Cloudbreak is not going to do much for you. So Eagles, definitely much more damage power on the table. Oh boy, he's committing. But Witch King is committing a little bit too much, so I can turn in now Easter him. And that's going to be my plan. Witch King is an extremely important hero.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And Gandalf is saying, I'm a servant of the secret fire, the flame, and the servant of the flame of Arnor. Darkfire will not avail you, Witch King of Angmar. And Witch King has been slain. Witch King can be revived for free, and you can see Donodan is extremely fast. He's gonna insta-revive him the second he dies. It's very important, because again, at high skill level gameplay, every second matters. Witch King can be revived for free, but it will take you 3 minutes, which is a long time, and that's for me the time to shine. Because Mordor knows he's now weaker. I know Mordor is weaker. And now I need to try to use this 3 minutes of window to punish my opponent to regain some map control. Because at this point I have no outpost control. Outpost control is extremely important against evil factions, because if you have no outpost control and they get to Balrog summon, you will lose the game. So the only counterplay to Balrog is when you have outpost control and map control generally. Look at these units, dude. So strong. Holy guacamole. But Boromir is a tanky boy. Level 7 unlocks the For Gondor ability, which is like an active spell to make your units a bit stronger, more damage. That's gonna be also very important to deal a bit more damage to the trolls and Mumakirs. You need a lot of Mumakirs to get this thing to level 3, but once it's level 3, every unit you will produce from it is going to be automatically level 2, which also enables the self-regeneration for the Mumakirs. You can see here's still a huge troll army, which is super hard to be dealt with. I have like a camp situation here, trying to set up an ambush. You can see I'm hiding with the rangers. I have like a ranger army here at this spot, but I'm hiding in the trees. That's like the passive from the rangers. Around the trees, they get invisible. You can't even see them on the minimap, as you can see. Or as you can't see, rather. Eagles have been special summoned. I was able to kill a couple of the trolls, but you can see the few archers, even the archers on top of the Mumakir, look how much damage they are dealing to my eagles. But I think it was still worth it, because it's all about fishing power points. I know I need AOD to, win this game. He knows he needs Balrog to win this game. So at this point, it's gonna become a race for the power points. Outpost control secured. So I'm trying to now secure multiple outposts. Ideally, I want to have both of the outposts under my control before I can make a move to the main castle. This outpost is gonna be very important. Why? Because this is close to the enemy castle, so I can fight and peel back whenever I need to heal up to full HP, to have a bit more leadership around this outpost with the statue behind. So it's all about having strategically important areas captured. You can see I have a ranger army at this point, and still rangers here in the ambush formation, on top of the wall, even below the wall. So it's all about baiting him into a follow situation. He needs to follow me. I am, setting up an ambush to have a bit more damage output, just like in the mission Southern Italy. Pretty much set up an ambush to have a bit more firepower, spread it out through the entire map. Because when you are in the same location against Mordor trolls, remember they have like splash damage. It means whenever they get to you, they hit you one time with their tree in their hands, they will be able eventually to kill like 2 battalions with one swing. We killed the archers on top of the wall, or on top of the outpost. Shield bubble to deny damage income, so that's a 99% armor and damage reduction. And he is also becoming immune to knockbacks. Okay. There comes the darkness. He has also army here. He's gonna commit to my outpost actually with the massive trolls and Mumakirs. Ranger inside is dealing still a lot of damage, but you can see the trolls are just too tanky with Drama Troll Witch King. One of them has been still taken down. Demolishing the buildings, again, very important, because we are trying to deny power points. And again, towers are giving too many power points. Nazgus are committing to this area. Boromir, I'm trying to knock down the troll. That's why Boromir is such a great counter to trolls too, because even though he doesn't deal too much damage to them, as you can see, he's still able to knock them down on the ground. Disabling the troll for a few seconds might bring you the advantage in this fight. Boromir level 6 now has the Glory of Gondor for the pillage, so you get more money for killing stuff. But at this point, we are just swapping outposts, as you can see. I'm going to the outpost at the bottom left side. He's capturing this one. So we are kind of trading sides, and that's not what I'm trying to look for. I'm trying to look for advantage, but going 1-for-1 is no advantage, not for me, and also not for the Mordor player Dunedain. But the good thing is we have a lot of money. We are repairing the wall. The iron ore is coming in clutch for the blacksmith resources. Level 3 buildings outside. Mordor is also having a lot of money, 12,000. I have 6,000, so money is not a problem. It's like a whole and full late game potential of the Gondor against Mordor situation. But again, this map is not very good for Mordor. It's not that big. The bigger the map is, the better it is for the Mordor. But Dunedain is still doing a phenomenal job, despite having a bad matchup actually. And also, I don't want to spoil too much, but we played the quarterfinals. I was able to win 3-2, so I'm in the semifinals now. I will be playing my semifinals games today. And then hopefully, after winning this one, we might get to the finals of the winner bracket. But even if I win the tournament, I will not get the cash prize for myself. I want to give it away to the other people who are playing in this tournament, just to have like a way of saying thank you for participating, for playing. It was an honor having 36 people from all around the world participating in a BFME 1 tournament in 2022. I think that's a great achievement for this community. And thank you guys also for watching, for all the support by leaving a like to this video, making the effort to go on my Twitch channel, follow me there, you know, watch my Twitch live streams. Really means a lot. You guys are making this possible. Thank you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. You can see it, but you see what I'm talking about? Because I'm not that mobile and I can't really split up my army into two pieces. We are only swapping outposts. So I'm going to this, he's going to this. I'm going to this, he's going to this, you know? It's like Tom and Jerry, cat and mouse. But this army is looking extremely strong. You know, 2 Muma kills. What is the Muma kill pen level? It's actually level still 1. Industry has been used, 92 resources you gain. That's a lot of money. And Mordor is committing. I have Eagles back up. And there is only one combo, but also the Muma kill has archers with fire arrows on top of the Muma kill, which you can't target, by the way. You can't target them. They become untargetable. They deal constant damage, a lot of damage, because Dramatroll is buffing them too. Oh, be careful, Gandalf. Okay. You can see how tanky this thing is. Even one arrow from Faramir doesn't chunk him anymore. The Witch King leadership. That's unbelievable. Outpost will be captured now by Gondor once again. Oh, but you see my ambush is coming in clutch. Look, I have ambush everywhere, my friend. Like ranges pretty much located everywhere. You see this? He doesn't see them because the passive from the ranges makes them invisible around the trees. And killing each of these Muma kills is so rewarding too, because we get a lot of power points that will bring us one step closer to the army of the dead. Oh, but you can see the ranger squad, you know, 1v1 situation, has no match, has no chance. Oh, I could have maybe killed him if I was paying attention. Was really close. There comes the darkness for the 3rd time. The Nazgul is being chunked. And he's committing onto my outpost. My ranges, my eagles are on cooldown, and I still need 5 power points for my EOD. Instant demolish, that's very important. And also very smart from Donadan. You see, he's instantly focusing the statue from 2 reasons. Reason number 1, it gives a lot of power points. Reason number 2, it makes my army way stronger. So you want to try to destroy the things which are making the army stronger. That's why in a big fight, you want to try to focus on the heroes, because the heroes most of the time are offering leadership to make the opponent army stronger, and you killing the heroes is going to weaken them. Look at this. Again, we are trying to bring him into an ambush situation. We have rangers hiding around the trees pretty much all over the place, even here. And, you know, I don't know if you guys enjoy this kind of playstyle, but that's what is required to win against Mordor in late game with the Gondor faction. Because even if you have like 10 ranges in one location, it's not gonna do much for me. The Mumbai kill charges, so I need to... That's why you need damage leadership against Mordor. You want to burst them before they can make it to you. If they make it to you, your damage output is meaningless because they will one-shot you. Trolls deal too much damage against units, even against heroes. That's why Rohan is better against Mordor. With the Rohir Marcher, you are mobile, you can keep the distance, you can keep poking, kiting, hitting and running. That's an option Gondor sadly doesn't have. That's why you need to set up an ambush like that in order to win against Mordor in the late game. But I will be able to destroy this outpost. I know it's important because Mordor is getting very close to the Balrog power spike. He's only 7 power points away from summoning. Oh, that was close. You see what am I supposed to do here? They are diving in and I need to bail now. I'm bringing my Boromir. Again, heroes are very important. I think my Faramir got killed, right? Yeah, Faramir got killed instantly pretty much. And Mordor getting lots of power points. I'm trying to put him into an ambush formation, ambush situation, but he's not falling for it anymore. Of course, he's smart. He saw it happening a couple of times and he won't, you know, try it again. Lots of money for Mordor. He has double movement kill pen, but he has no command points. That's the problem. Because, you know, even when you have like an unlimited amount of money, you have not unlimited amount of command points. Same also for Gondor, right? We have also a lot of money at this point. Marketplace helps. We have Numenorian Stoneworker, even the improved gate. So we are reaching now the whole potential from the Gondor faction with Rangers, Gondor Knights, Gandalf, Faramir, Boromir leadership, power points from the spellbook, double siege coming up for Mordor. Oh, but you can see The Boromir leadership is quite helpful. Mumakil is trying to make it, but Mumakil won't make it. We also get money for killing those units. The Nazgûs are committing now, trying to put them into an ambush situation. They're gonna just disengage now. I will miss the lightning sword. What a massacre! What a fiesta! The drama troll is gonna end his way. Run! Gandalf, don't run into it. Okay, Mumakil has been killed. 7 power points in the bank. All right. It is not over until it's over, boys. It is not over until it's over. 3 power points away from the EOT, 5 power points away from the Balrog. Again, it's very important to not let Mordor get Balrog before you have EOD. That's very important. Looking for a Visa Blast. Boom, son. Don't die, Gandalf to white. Heal is going to be used just for the worst case scenario, because I forgot to mention, but Dunedain, the Mordor player, is on host, and the game was quite laggy for me when I was playing it, because Dunedain is from India, I'm from Germany, the distance is quite big, the game is old, there are no gaming servers. Long story short, it was a laggy gaming experience. He's gonna use land, I can cover the land. Eagles being special summoned. I'm trying to chase the Nazgûs, but Nazgûs are just too mobile. It looks like they will get away. 16 power points versus 8. 2 power points versus 4. For the ultimate big summon. Faramir is back in the business, level 5. Boromir, level 6. So we are as strong as Gondor potentially can get. You can't get any stronger than that. That's not true. Boromir can still be level 7 for even stronger leadership. But army-wise, money-wise, hero-wise, that's pretty much it. Okay, Eagles are gone. Mumakil pen is level 2. Still needs a lot of Mumakils to get it to level 3. They cost a lot of command points. They will be reduced, by the way. They cost currently 50 command points, but they will only cost you 40 in the following version. Because in this game, I've also seen the lack of command points for Gondor and also Mordor. The money is gonna be unlimited. Look at the money we have, but we can't do anything with this money at this point. What are we gonna do? We have 25,000, but we have no command points anymore. So money is very good in the late game, but it's not very useful because you can't effectively use the resources you gather. Okay, so maybe I could make this double archer range, double steeple, but you will still encounter the problems in the command points department. Because it was always like this in BFME 1. The good faction, the evil faction has twice the command points available compared to a good faction. They increase the command points in the patch 2.2 from 200 to 250 and from 400 to 500, so you can now make bigger armies. The reason why the command points were so low at the beginning in BFME 1 was because of the PCs back in the day. They couldn't handle too many units, but now we are in 2022. The game is, not everybody, but most people have like a better PC. For that reason, it's good. So very close to EOD, and Mordor is at around 18 power points. You can see it's hard to contest this Mumakil troll combination. Drama troll, always keep a drama troll with the trolls, it's very important. Witch King Nazgûs committing to that outpost. He's trying to repair and keep me busy. I'm trying to, but look this. You see bottom. That's what you want to do. You want to kill the Mumakil before it can get to you. That's why you need a huge army. Unfortunately for me though, I have not like highly leveled rangers. It requires a lot of experience to level up the rangers, way more than normal regular archers, like Gondor archers, yeoman archers, crossbowmen, or even the orc archers. So rangers need a bit more time to level up. But when they level up to level 10, they can one-shot. They can one-shot Witch King. That's why quality beats quantity in this game. The levels, they are quite meaningful and extremely important too. So the first time I will be able to attack the base from my opponent. Because I know I'm close to EOD. I want to hold it. I want to use it whenever I see a huge army from him. So, big commitment. Mordor is 1 power point away from his Balrog. Again, here it's very important. Oh, that was close actually. But he got to kill so many Gondor Knights. So many Gondor Knights. He's very close to Balrog. We killed the Mumakil. The Witch King is getting bullied too. I don't want to lose my Gandalf though. He has still the outpost with triple siege works here, but he's encountering command points problems. He can't produce any more units because the Mumakils, yes, they are very strong, but they also require a lot of command points from your limit. So you can't spam them endlessly. Nazgûl is back in the business. Very close to Balrog. Very, very close to Balrog. I will be able to kill this Mumakil. Faramir actually showing his quality big time in this game. For Gondor ability unlocked for even more damage output, which by the way scales with this one. So you have 120% damage leadership, even though the last one is only for a short duration for 25 seconds. But there comes the Balrog! will be used defensively to wipe out my army. Big commitment from the Nazgûs, and I will have to give up. I don't want to use my EOD yet because I don't want to use it to kill Balrog, which has been summoned kind of defensively. Balrog is going to be used to Breath Fire. It's going to Ignite first. Ignite also buffs the damage from the Breath Fire, by the way. So everything, this one, I mean this one and this one, will deal now 200% more damage. So the most important thing when you play with Balrog, you want to use Ignite. Ignite has 10 seconds cooldown, but it lasts for 30 seconds. So you don't want to overdo it, you understand? You don't want to ignite while you are already ignited. That would be not time efficient because the Balrog duration is only 1 minute and 5 seconds. So you want to use every single second wisely. I summon the Eagles. I want to trade the outpost at this point. But I have not many ranges left on the field anymore. My heroes were luckily able to survive. But Mordor will be able to destroy this outpost. I've also, again, I was never sending my whole army, and that's a mistake most people are doing. You want to always have like a plan B. Plan B is when my army falls, when I lose my army, I have like a backup army that I can get to. You know, I don't lose momentum. That's very important. So Balrog, of course, because he has been used defensively, couldn't achieve too much in the main castle. That's good for me. Full base. The statue here is there out of two reasons. Now, reason number one, it gives leadership, of course, and the reason number two is it has like a small and tiny hitbox that Balrog can't reach when he's breath firing. So I'm preparing this for the eventual Balrog summon, so he can't hit my statue. There are some units or buildings with tinier hitbox, so you need to get closer to it to land. Breathfire can't reach this, which is good to counter the Balrogs. So he's hiding his army, and again, I want to show you guys my own perspective of vision. So that's what I'm able to see at this point. I see here something because of my ranges, so I'm summoning EOD to actually kill this movement kills. I only see this what I see in my screen, but I don't see this coming now from the other side. That was surprising me big time, and you can see very sneaky and also brilliant move from Dunedain. My ranges, because they were on one single location, they got extremely wiped out and slaughtered. Here it's lagging for me hardcore if I remember correctly. I mean, the whole gaming experience in this game was quite laggy for me. My units wouldn't want to listen to me, you know, when I want to say go back, engage, attack, disengage. So you needed to click multiple times, which caused this problem over there. And Movakill, wiping out not only my Gandalf, but my whole Gondor Knight army. And I think this all alone gave Mordor 7 power points, dude. Nazgûl is back, Movakill pen is level 3 now. You can see every Movakill coming now will be, first of all, recruit way faster. So 60 seconds normally build time for a Movakill will only be 30 seconds with level 3. This building is going to be extremely tanky, 7000 HP, which is of course a lot. And most importantly, they get level 2 immediately for more tankiness and more damage output. You can see, for example, this Movakill level 6 has 4220 HP. Just so you understand my point of view, 4220 HP is more than a Witch King, for example. Right? It's a lot. Really, really a lot. Ranges, it doesn't even show, but a building here has 5000 HP, for example. So this is quite tanky. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so more Moovakills are being recruited. Mordor wasn't able to destroy this outpost. It's good for me. I need outpost control because at this point I know he has Balrog. And again, against Balrog, the only counterplay you have, I mean, you can try to go for a risky play with Gandalf, but it's quite risky because he can turn and wipe you in one single pew and you are dead. So I don't want to risk this, you know, with my Gandalf. I already lost him one time now. It takes me also lots of time to revive him. He was level 9. So it will take me 3 minutes to get him back to the game, which is a long time, you know, which is a long time actually in this game. Scavenger. Mordor has like 3 power points which are money making for him: Industry, Scavenger, and Devastation. So it should not be a problem for him to keep making more army. Remember, he needs to invest 2000 for each moment kill, which is a lot of cash, but no problemo for the Mordor faction. Committing. You can see it's also very tanky. Witch King is committing to land. You see plus 20 each for killing those rangers. The more expensive the unit you are killing is, the more rewarding the Scavenger is gonna be. I will still be, I think, able to kill this moment kill. No, it's almost dead, but I don't have damage anymore here. Only Boromir remaining. But of course, I wasn't reviving my Gandalf at the outpost. It would be a big mistake. You always want to revive your important heroes in your main castle. As, for example, also that's why you need to build your important structures like archer range or stable in your main castle, which is of course a way greater protection compared to your outpost. Gandalf is back in the business, level 9. Level 10, not very useful in this matchup. The Word of Power doesn't really do much against monsters like Mumma kills trolls. It doesn't hurt them that much. And also EOD is the least impactful against Mordor, the least. Because the EOD can't kill, of course, the Nazgûls in Witch King. I missed my lightning sword. It's embarrassing, I know. I missed it so many times this game. I'm trying to beat him in, so the second he will stop chasing me, I will turn and kill him. That's my plan, right? And he knows that. I'm trying to, you know, beat him in, and he will get killed by the rangers on top of the wall. Beautiful. So, AOD is almost available, but Balrog is going to be available sooner. Outpost control, double outpost control for Mordor. But remember, EOD and also the Balrog has been nerfed in the patch 2.2. They are not very strong. They are still very, very strong. The strongest summons by far in the game, but not that strong anymore like they used to be. Because I always disgrace the idea of being able to win or lose the game because of one single summon. It's a very snowballing game at the first place. I know these summons need to be strong, but they shouldn't be able to single-handedly win you the game. So they should be able to kill you either a couple of buildings or your army, but not your whole castle. And AOD's damage against buildings has been nerfed dramatically. So basically AOD now deals like 50% less damage to the buildings, and Balrog doesn't one-shot level 3 production buildings anymore. You can still one-shot this blacksmith level 3 in Well, Statue, Citadel, but you can't one-shot. And he summoned Balrog also at the outpost, which again is a bit mistake, because I thought he will be able to protect this. He even knocked his own troll down. Balrog is flying, but he's wasting time, as you can see. More than a quarter of his time is gone. He's gonna land on the Citadel, use Ignite, of course. He's still ignited. He needs 2 shots to kill the Citadel, and now Breath Fire. You will see what the statue was good for, boys. You see, he was not able to reach the statue. All part of a plan. You can't one-shot the archer range level 3 either. Without Ignite, you need like 4 hits to kill this. You need to Ignite yourself, which again, look at this damage now, boom. You see, with Ignite you can 2-shot it. Without Ignite you will need like 4 or 5 shots. So Ignite is very important, and he's now just wasting time. He will not be able to finish off my castle. The statue, you see, it's a 200 IQ play, my friend. Whenever you play Gondor against Mordor and you see him summoning Balrog, demolish the building here at this spot, here, and build the statue there. It's hard, almost impossible to Breath Fire this. Look how tanky this level 6 Mumma kill is. Holy crap, holy. Okay, so now I'm trying to, of course, get some map control. I'm planning to destroy this one first. I think this one is gonna be the priority because it's closer to the enemy castle. I know I have an EOD advantage. He knows that too. He knows my EOD is very close or already available. So you need to play around this. It's hard, again, that's very hard to play around EOD or Balrog because these summons have like no downsides. They are just way too powerful in this game. I wish it would be possible to rework them in a way so you can outplay this, but you actually can't. You know, in a one-on-one situation it's okay, but in a free-for-all match, the Balrog has been always devastating. Imagine you are playing Rohan against, you know, Mordor Isengard. You have like a crazy game, you know, in free-for-all, and there are no outposts in free-for-alls. In 1v1s you have outpost map, but in free-for-alls you don't. And an evil faction opponent gets Balrog, he could in 1.06 kill your whole base easily, not even close. Like easily you can wipe out Gondor and Rohan base, even twice. That's just too powerful, you know? Okay, so he knows I have AOD. I'm gonna try to not use it, I think, here. Again, level 10 wouldn't matter that much. I'm also trying to attack this outpost simultaneously, diving in a little bit, but I see the army is not very strong. I want to kill this Mumma kill first, though. Always keep an eye on the Mumma kill. That's the one you want to kill first. So you want to disengage. You see Faramir running for his life, and then once the charge is over, we can turn and kill him. Faramir's warning arrow, as you can see, deals bonus damage to Nazgûls, eagles, and monsters. That also includes the Mumma kills. It's actually quite effective. And you can see, you want to bully him before he can make it to you. That's very important. With damage leadership from Boromir, it's definitely possible. You have also the 4 Gondor for even more damage output. And most importantly, our rangers are leveling up to a decent level. Or even more DPS. Kills another Mumma kill here. We are still holding on AOD. I want to use it in the best possible way to get the best out of it. You need to understand that AOD and also Balrog, they have 8 minutes cooldown. So you don't want to waste your AOD and Balrog. You want to use it in the best possible way. So you can achieve a lot with that, you know? Look at this. You see? Kite. But he has so many of them. He made a mistake that he brought them back to back to back. You know, he didn't come simultaneously. When he comes with 3 of them at the same time. AOD? Yeah, AOD. Beautiful. Like, the production of the Mumma Kills is kind of crazy. Level 3 Mumma Kill Pen is producing them like crazy, dude. 30 seconds for this big creature. But AOD is making it like in the films, you know, kind of climbing up the Mumma Kill. I like that. I mean, I'm always surprised. I'm still surprised, even after so many years, for a game that was made in 2004. This game is still so phenomenal. It was so ahead of its time, boys. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me or if you are saying, nah, BFME is not such a good game. I think it is. Oh, that was risky, dude. That was risky. Look, they don't want to listen. Balrog, Gandalf almost got stomped for the second time from the Mumma Kill, but fortunately we destroyed the Mumma Kill pen, which means less production speed. He loses now 30 seconds. The Witch King is getting bullied. Cloud Break, just to reduce the armor. You can't stun the Mumma Kills. They are, you know, immune to fear and stun. But you can reduce their movement speed and armor with the Cloud Break. I want to destroy this so he can't revive his Nazgûs. He was reviving them at the... No, he was reviving them at the outpost, actually. Very smart move. Boom. The Witch King is coming, flying by. Insta-focus him, insta-kill him. And that should be the game, boys. What a game, man. Ambushing, Stoneworker, Balrog, Mumma Kill, killing Gandalf, Witch King, AOD, Boromir leadership, for Gondor ability. Everything turned into this awesome game. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe for more videos like this in the future. I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself. Keep hitting like a truck. And as always, boys, stay beyond standards. Peace out.